They were like, okay, if we're gonna do Christmas as a follower of Jesus, and I'm gonna give gifts, why? Oh, well, the wise men, right? That's the tradition. Isn't that what they've always taught us? The wise men brings gifts to Jesus, and the way we're gonna celebrate that is I'm gonna give gifts not to Jesus, but to other people, and then maybe a couple for myself. You might be wondering, why in the world are we talking about gift giving in church? I want you to hear this. Because the why behind you doing anything matters. And I know as a father and a husband that works, and have a wife that works, that what you spend your money on matters. And why you spend your money should matter. And when I look at studies that show that gift giving is one of the greatest causes of stress in the United States for Christmas, it makes me ask the question, hold on, why is stress associated with the most incredible moment in the lives of Jesus followers, the day that God showed, I'm keeping my promise, I'm sending my son? Why would we want stress associated with that? And if we want to be people of peace, if we want to be people that change the behavior and the thoughts of the people in our communities, then it's got to start with an honest conversation here inside of a facility that's filled by you, the church. So I asked you the question, why do you give gifts? Because your why matters. Now, if you think I'm about to tell you don't give gifts, you are wrong. I am a huge advocate of gift giving. So that's not the church you sign up to be a part of today. But the why, it matters. So let's ask the question, why do we give gifts? Why do the wise men give gifts? Easy. They gave gifts to Jesus to honor him, to respect him as part of their worship for him. So if we're going to give gifts because the wise men gave gifts, we should probably give for the same reason, if that's your why. So when you think through gift giving and you taking some finances that God has given you, and you're going to take that and use it for something, are you thinking through any of those words? Like when you think through spending some of your money, adding to some of your stress, are you thinking, I'm doing this to honor, to respect, to show admiration? Maybe you're giving because of a 4th century bishop named Nicholas. Well, why did he give? Generosity, charity, to do good in his community? Is that why you're giving gifts? When you're looking down the halls or swiping through Amazon, is that what's on your mind? Generosity, charity, to do good? Or are you giving gifts because that's just what we do? Why do we give? Let me tell you the 4 most common reasons given for why people give gifts. Number 1, obligation. They have to. Number 2, to be loved. Now, you really want to know why we're talking about this? Friends, if any of you are giving a Christmas gift this year because you feel unloved and you think that's going to solve your problem, these are real people's responses. Let me just first tell you, you can't buy people's love. They'll pretend, but you can't buy it. And the truth is you're loved. You may just not have met the one that loves you most. The 3rd reason people give, to say I'm sorry. If you think that you're going to solve your family drama with a good Christmas gift, if you're going to solve, I hadn't spoke to them in 6 months because of what they said about so-and-so at July 4th thing, and you think a Christmas gift is going to solve that? No, it's not. It's not. You can't buy your way to healthy relationships. We've got to do the hard work. Fourth reason people give. Because they're getting me something. It's a terrible reason. I feel it. I feel that pressure. It's a bad reason. Your why matters. If this is creating a lot of stress in your life, it matters. And maybe you would feel less stress if you figured out your why. If you clarified the why behind, why would you sink the financial resources you're about to in these Christmas gifts? The why matters. I would say this. You should give because of who you want to be and how you want the world to be. Give for that reason. Do not give and create financial stress for yourself. Do not give out of obligation with no purpose. That's a waste. I'll tell you this. Do not be afraid to take a risk in giving. I don't mean a financial risk. I mean the risk that has taught us all just to give gift cards and money. Like, don't be afraid to get it wrong. Don't be scared that they're going to open up that gift and be underwhelmed, you know? Like, that's what we think. Because we kind of romanticize, like we pick out a gift. We've all had that moment. We're like, man, they're going to love this. And we've played it out in our head, what it's going to look like when they open that gift. We played it out, and we're like, man, they're going to be so stoked. And all of a sudden, like, and you're filming, right? You're filming, like, I'm about to film this bad boy. You ask somebody else, like, hey, film from that angle because I'm going to put two together. The whole thing. Or maybe you've called the whole family. Hey, so-and-so's opening their gift. I want everybody to come see because you're just like, man, I've thought this through. This is about to be a home run. Cool, let's go. You know, Yahtzee. Not Yahtzee the game. That's lame. But you know what I'm saying? Like a good gift. A good gift. I'm sorry if y'all bought somebody Yahtzee. It's fine. I'm sure they'll love it. Right? And all of a sudden, they start opening the gift. And instead of like it playing out how you saw it, and instead of like, whoa, oh, I can't believe, like instead of that happening, it's like, oh, wow, you know? And you're like, oh, this is embarrassing. Good gift givers, you got to take a risk. I'm serious about this. And you might have said, teenagers are so hard to buy for, right? Right? So hard to buy for. Let me tell you, they're not hard to buy for. They're not. They're not hard to buy for. Let me just tell you how this works. Take a picture of them next time they're in some drippy outfit. You know what I'm saying? And a fit. When they got a good fit. You know what I'm saying? Hadley, you know what I'm talking about? Next time they got one of them good fits on. Take a picture of them, right? Just take a picture of them. That's normal. They probably won't be smiling at it because they're teenagers. That's their problem. But it's the fit that matters, right? When they're feeling good about themselves, take a picture. Take that picture and just Google ChatGPT. Upload that picture into ChatGPT and say, hey, this is my 13-year-old. Someone who dresses like this, give me 10 ideas for Christmas gifts. ChatGPT will analyze the picture and boom, there it is, right? Here's 10 gifts. Figure out where those 10 gifts are sold. Walk into the store and say, look, I'm looking for this, but I want your advice. Find somebody who you think looks cool in the store. Walk over to him and say, look, I'm looking, this is where he dresses. I'm looking for something they're going to love, right? I'm willing to take a risk. Help me out. ChatGPT's help me out. I need a little human experience. Have a conversation with someone. And they're going to walk you over to it. You might say, I'll get the wrong size. Kids do not mind returning things. It's not a big deal. They'll just go, because they want to go to the store anyway and spend their other gift cards to the people who didn't think anything about them. Got it. So it's fine. So, and then you just take a risk. You get it to them, and then they're going to open it. And then if ChatGPT and the person at the store says I'm telling you, you'll be right more times than you're wrong. You'll still fail. And take the time. But now when I'm hearing myself say this, I realize I've just created a lot of work. Number one, I got to wait till they put on an outfit they like. Then I got to take a picture. Then I got to download ChatGPT. Then I got to upload it. I got to read. Then I got to find the stores and go talk to somebody. I tell you, honestly, it's worth it for them just to get it right, even if it's every other year. For them to know, listen to this, listen. I know we might think this is so trivial, gift giving. For a 13-year-old to look at someone who's 65 years old and say, hold on, how did you know? And for them to say, well, I had a lot of help. Let me walk you through what I did. I got your mom to take a picture. She uploaded it. I downloaded ChatGPT. And then I read through 10 things. I scoured the stores and I went and talked to the coolest person in that store. And she walked me through 10 ideas and I narrowed it down to this. And honestly, if you don't like it, I got a receipt for you because I just want you to be happy. But I want you to know, I was thinking about nothing but you on Saturday afternoon. That's a great place to be. That's a great reason to give a gift. Here's the thing. As followers of Jesus, in all things Christmas, we should be leading. Our whys should be secure. Our finances should be responsible. Our generosity should be at its peak. And our peace should be something that we give out freely to people in an incredibly stressful season. Church, give good gifts.